Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. Today we're going to talk about Kevin Porter Jr. ordering a grill during a timeout. Now, a video surfaced about a day ago of KPJ placing an order with a popular jeweler, I believe his name's Johnny Dang, during a timeout. So the Houston Rockets are playing a basketball game, and your starting point guard is literally ordering a grill during your minute break. Now, I wanted to take some time to kind of really think back, sit back, process that, and give an opinion on it. And it reminded me of what Draymond Green said. I think it was on a podcast. I forget whose podcast. I think it was JJ Redick's podcast. He basically said, like, young players, especially today's young players, need veterans on the basketball team to mentor them. They need them. So one big reason the Houston Rockets, I'm not like in a rush to trade away all of our veterans, is because of the great veteran leadership, mentorship that they can provide. Now, the thing is, our point guard, probably the best player on the team on the worst contract in the league, he probably would be a great mentor, but he's not really a part of the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets don't seem too inclined to even have him at games or, even a part of anything for Houston Rockets basketball. The whole John Wall situation, it's always been kind of weird. Like, is he with the team? Is he mentoring these guys? Or is he just sometimes there? Is he always there? Like, what's the word with it? So there's a lot of different sides. Now, a video actually went viral on TikTok, and so you have your kind of younger generation siding with Kevin Porter Jr., saying, like, what's the deal with, like, how's this different than, taking like a break in an office and going on your phone? Now, personally, I don't have a huge issue with what Kevin did, because I know he's a really young kid. I know he's improving, not only on the basketball court, but off of the basketball court. Just the maturity he has shown since he's gotten to Houston, I feel like it's only on the way up. And so I really like that. If we had like James Harden on this team, if we were like a playoff team, I really would hate this. And it still doesn't even make it better that we're rebuilding and losing a bunch of basketball games. At the end of the day, my opinion is I don't think he should be ordering a grill during a game. I think that's something you 100% can wait for after the game. Like I said, I don't have a huge deal with it. Like, I don't, I'm not out here saying, trying to cuss Kevin out. But I do think he should learn from that. I do think Steven Silas, John Lucas, I do think that they need to address it if they haven't already. Just saying, like, yo, wait till after the game. We need your head in the game. We need you focused and ready to go for 3 hours, right? Or 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Like, we need you ready to go. Whenever we call on your name, we need you to be ready. Not only just like physically ready, warm and loose. We need you to mentally be prepared to go out there, make the right plays, make your teammates better, make yourself better, and win us the basketball game. So that's really where my issue lies. A lot of the older generation dudes seem to get, like, they don't like this at all. They don't like Kevin ordering a grill at half. And it goes, or during the timeout, it goes back, I'll once again loop it back to Draymond Green saying, like, a lot of these younger kids are just looking for their bag. Like, they don't actually love the game of basketball. They're just looking for their bag. I don't think that particularly applies to anybody on the Houston Rockets, like not even Christian Wood, as much as I, rag on Christian. Like Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, KPJ, like, these dudes work. These dudes work hard. I mean, the videos after a, blowout loss or a close loss where, you got Jalen Green, Josh Christopher in the gym for 2 straight hours putting up threes. Like, that's not made up. That stuff's not made up. So, think back to like the 80s. Those dudes were doing coke at halftime. Not all of them, but there were NBA players in the 80s doing coke at halftime. Probably, maybe not anymore, but probably in the 90s as well. The thing is, I just want this to be addressed. I want Kevin to know, like, all right, hey, we're not going to, like, get on your ass about this because, at the same time, we want you all to have fun. right? We want you all to have fun, but also you're at work right now. You know, this is your job. We want to win basketball games. We have to win basketball games, and just don't do it again. Like, I really think that's all you really need to do with the Kevin Porter Jr. situation. And it goes back, you know, revert it real quick back to trading away like Eric Gordon, DJ Augustin, Daniel Tice. That's why, like, I haven't really talked too much about trading away DJ this whole season. I don't really think it's in the Rockets' best interest. I think having a veteran point guard on that team when you have a bunch of young guards, especially ball handlers like Kevin, but you got guys like Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, even like Armani Brooks, Daishen Nix. I feel like a guy like DJ Augustin almost provides more for us than John Wall playing basketball, just because of the mentorship, the veteran leadership, leading by example, just kind of showing these young kids like this isn't a free ride. Just because you made it here doesn't mean you can't be out of the league next year. 365 days could go on, you could be out of the league. You don't know that. So you got to work hard. You got to work hard every single day. That's why I really don't think DJ gets traded. I'm not really rushing for a DJ Augustin trade. I would feel the same way with John Wall. The whole John Wall situation, as I was mentioning, is just so kind of weird with the Houston Rockets. Like, is he a part of our team? Because some games I'll see him be there. It'll be like, you know, right next to KPJ, Jalen Green. They'll be smiling, cracking jokes or what have you. And then, you know, you'll have a video of like John Wall partying in Miami or something, or just out and about in Miami. And it's like, we don't really know the whole story, right? We don't really know the whole situation. You know, do they not want John there? Does John not want to be there? Is it kind of loose, or is it, you know, we don't know what's going on. So who knows what the Rockets are going to do at the trade deadline. But as far as KPJ goes, you know, like I said, man, I don't have like a huge issue with it, but I definitely don't not have an issue with it. I don't think that's something you should be doing during the basketball game, win or lose. Now, if that video was actually in the pregame, which I've seen some rumors, but I'm pretty sure it was a timeout. If that was actually in the pregame, that's a different story. That's a different story. So that's another reason why I don't really want to make too big of a deal out of this, is you just never really know. You know, you just, like, we're not on the Rockets. Like, we don't really know what's going on. Maybe this has already been addressed internally. You know, who really knows? So that's really it for today, man. We play the Cleveland Cavs tonight. What should be a doozy. They're a very big team, very aggressive team, and they're going to play their asses off tonight. They're definitely going to go hard. And the Houston Rockets, they're going to do just the same. We haven't seen Jalen Green versus Evan Mobley yet this season, so I'm excited. And I'll definitely be getting a recap video out for you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys later.